Hello everyone, welcome back again to Liverpool Report today. We've got the latest updates on our beloved club Liverpool. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of Liverpool Report news. Let's get started. Arneslot has picked out two West Ham stars who could easily have been playing for Liverpool. Sunday saw Liverpool welcome the Irons to Anfield, knowing that a win would take them within a week of being able to secure the Premier League title. Despite Luis Diaz's early opener, it wasn't easy for the Reds as Graham Potter's men put up a fight. West Ham eventually equalised in the 86th minute thanks to an Andy Robertson own goal, only for Virgil van Dijk to put Liverpool back ahead 3 minutes later. The 2-1 victory moved Slot's champions in waiting a whopping 13 points clear at the top, while West Ham dropped to 17th, just one place outside the relegation zone. Slot, though, believes that their position is an indicator of how strong this season's Premier League is, and named two West Ham players who had outstanding performances. They also have players, and that's what makes the Premier League so strong this season, the Liverpool boss explained. I think they're 16th or 17th in the league, but I can name you one or two players that could easily have played with us today as well, in terms of quality. That is what the Premier League is about, and they use them more and more in the second half, these two quality players. And they have more, but I think Paqueta and Kudus were outstanding today, especially second half. Slot came up against Kudus when the Ghanaian forward played in the Eredivisie, while one of his assistant managers, John Heitinga, coached him during his time at Ajax. Kudus, 24, has previously been linked with a move to Anfield, but Mo Salah's decision to sign a new 2-year contract has changed the landscape. As for Paqueta, the Brazilian is at the centre of a betting scandal. The FA are seeking a lifetime ban for the 27-year-old midfielder after he was charged with breaching gambling rules in May 2024. Paqueta has scored 2 goals under Potter, both of which came in the ex-Brighton and Chelsea manager's first couple of matches in January. Potter felt devastated for his players after their dramatic loss on Sunday, but insists that there are plenty of positives to take. It was a really strong performance. Probably the best performance we've had, he surmised. The balance between defence and attack was really good over the course of the game. I think we suffered at the start. It was an emotional atmosphere, and Liverpool came out with big intensity, moved the ball fast, and it was difficult for us. At the same time, we stuck in there and were resilient, and that hasn't always been the case. And we grew into the game, I thought, in the last part of the first half. We had some opportunities and hit the bar. Liverpool legend Jamie Carragher believes Virgil van Dijk will sign his new contract this week, saying he feels the club have delayed his announcement so it didn't clash with Mohamed Salah's. Supporters were given a huge boost last week after the Egyptian finally put pen to paper a new 2-year contract extension at Anfield, ending months of speculation over his future. Salah had been part of a key trio whose contracts were ending this summer, including Van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold, who looks to be heading to Real Madrid. However, there has been optimism over Van Dijk's future, and the Dutchman himself teased the possibility of a new deal by promising there would be news on his future soon. When asked about Van Dijk's situation, Carragher gave his theory that Van Dijk didn't want to steal the thunder of Salah, and he feels the veteran centre-back will have his moment in the coming week. Listen, I think there may be some news on Virgil van Dijk next week, Carragher told Sky Sports before Liverpool's clash with West Ham on Sunday. I think the fact the Mo Salah news came out, maybe not trying to do 2 players on one day, maybe not trying to steal the thunder of either of the players, Virgil van Dijk or Mo Salah. I think Mo Salah had his moment a few days ago, and I'm sure that will be the case with Virgil van Dijk next week. Salah is enjoying arguably his best season in a Liverpool shirt after firing in 32 goals in all competitions, including 27 in the Premier League, helping the club go 10 points clear of Arsenal in the title race. Carragher believes Salah's new deal will lift the club not only in terms of their fortunes on the pitch, but also in helping them attract new players in the summer. It's not just Liverpool players now, probably more for future Liverpool players, maybe players Liverpool are looking to tout in the summer, he added. The manager mentioned that in his press conference. When you're speaking to players and their agents over these next few months, it's always helpful to say that Mohamed Salah's staying next season. So I think not just the players inside the club, but also players Liverpool will acquire in the summer. There were fears Salah could join the Saudi Pro League this summer as his contract continued to wind down with no progress on talks earlier this year, and the Egyptian was adamant that it would be his last season at Anfield before a breakthrough in talks. Speaking after the huge contract announcement, he said, "Of course I'm very excited. We have a great team now. Before we also had a great team. But I signed because I think we have a chance to win other trophies and enjoy my football. I have played 8 years here. Hopefully it's going to be 10. I'm enjoying my life here, enjoying my football. I have had the best years of my career here." Mohamed Salah appeared to let slip that an announcement of a new Liverpool contract for Virgil van Dijk is in the pipeline after the dramatic win over West Ham. Van Dijk scored the winner in the 2-1 victory over West Ham on Sunday afternoon, just minutes after he played a key role in the away side's equaliser. Salah set up Luis Diaz to score the opener in the first half, but the Hammers moved level late on when Van Dijk sent a clearance into Andy Robertson, who was powerless to stop the ball going into his own net. Thankfully for the Reds skipper, he headed in Alexis McAllister's corner 3 minutes later to seal 3 points. Victory moved Liverpool 13 points clear of Arsenal and 2 wins away from lifting the Premier League title, and came a few days after Salah announced he had signed a new contract. Van Dijk is widely expected to follow in his footsteps and was seen kissing the badge in his passionate celebrations at Anfield. However, nothing official has come from the club or Van Dijk himself, making Salah's words in a post-match interview alongside his teammate eye-catching. "I am glad that we managed to do that early, before the end of the season," he told Sky Sports. "And hopefully also Virgil will be next. I just say hopefully. I'm just saying. Look, he can do whatever he wants, but I would love to see him here again next season. But of course he can choose to do whatever he wants." Van Dijk responded, "I can say I am very proud today to captain my 100th game for Liverpool. And it was an emotional day because obviously it was the Hillsborough anniversary, so that was the main focus, get 3 points and get a step closer towards all of our dreams. Not only us as players, but coaches and staff and everyone connected with Liverpool FC. That's the main thing. Everyone knows how much I love this club, and let's see what the next week will look like." Van Dijk's words tally with those from former Liverpool defender Jamie Carragher, who offered a theory as to why the centre-back is yet to announce that he is staying put. "Listen, I think there may be some news on Virgil van Dijk next week," Carragher said on Sky Sports before kick-off. "I think the fact the Mo Salah news came out, maybe not trying to do 2 players on one day, maybe not trying to steal the thunder of either of the players, Virgil van Dijk or Mo Salah. I think Mo Salah had his moment a few days ago, and I'm sure that will be the case with Virgil van Dijk next week." Liverpool were denied a penalty against West Ham United at Anfield on Sunday after VAR elected to back referee Andy Madley after not giving a penalty for handball against James Ward-Prowse. After Luis Diaz had given the Reds a first-half lead at Anfield, the hosts had a penalty shout waved away after a corner was brushed by Ward-Prowse's outstretched hand at the Kop end in the second half. Madley waved away the appeals. VAR to a look too, but decided to go with the on-field decision. The Premier League's official Match Centre account subsequently posted on social media to confirm why the decision had been made, declaring Ward-Prowse's handball as accidental. It said, "The referee's call of no penalty for a potential handball was checked and confirmed by VAR, with Ward-Prowse's action deemed to be accidental and not a handball offence." The home side went into the second half with a 1-0 lead thanks to Diaz, who poked home from Mohamed Salah's 23rd assist of the season after 18 minutes. An Andy Robertson own goal late on looked to have given West Ham a share of the spoils, only for Virgil van Dijk to net in the 89th minute and put the hosts back in front. "Nobody was leaving Anfield early, and everybody is joining in the celebrations," declared Paul Robinson, the ex-Tottenham and Blackburn goalkeeper, on colour commentary on BBC Radio 5 Live. What a moment for Liverpool. What a key moment in their season. Van Dijk doesn't have to do a lot, but he gets himself free and heads it low into the bottom corner. The roof has come off Anfield. From there, they held on, taking themselves another step closer to the title.